There's something incredibly satisfying about mowing the grass. The hum of the lawnmower, the scent of freshly cut grass, the wet lawn clippings glistening in the sun. It's almost a therapeutic experience. Every push and pull of the machine feels like I'm shaping the story of my own little plot of land, much like the twists and turns of a good horror movie. Speaking of which, have you ever noticed how mowing the lawn can feel a bit eerie? Maybe it's the solitude or the repetitiveness of the act, but as I make each pass, I often let my mind wander to some of my favorite horror films. It's an odd juxtaposition, sure, the calm of gardening mixed with the thrill of terror, but it works for me. Here I am, on our property, surrounded by the placid waters and the serene nature of Florida, and yet, every time I watch the mower's blades slice through the grass, I can't help but think of the suspense of a slasher film. The tension, the anticipation, the climax. Isn't that wild? One moment you are engrossed in a scene where the unsuspecting victim is about to meet their end, and the next, you're pulling weeds and admiring how perfectly straight your mowing lines are, or in my case, how perfectly crooked. Halloween's approaching after all, and every year, it's a time that brings me immense joy. As the sun dips low and casts longer shadows on my lawn, it paints a picture that's both haunting and beautiful. Those shadows, stretching out from the trees and bushes, feel like they could hide any number of creatures or surprises. It's as if my lawn becomes the set of a horror film, waiting for the protagonist to make their move. I've often imagined a horror movie set in a place like this. Imagine that. A slasher who lurks in the marshes of Florida, with victims unsuspectingly mowing their lawns or setting up Halloween decorations. The rustling of the palm trees, the distant call of a bird, they all set the scene. And then, just when you least expect it, well, I won't spoil the ending. I know. I'm blending two very different worlds here, but I think that's the beauty of it. We find connections in the unlikeliest of places, just like how the rhythmic act of mowing a lawn can bring forth memories and thoughts of eerie tales and Halloween nights. And each time I mow the lawn, until November 1st, I'll be preparing the stage for the spookiest night of the year. The ghosts and monsters might be fake, but the excitement, the anticipation, that's as real as the grass under my feet. And as the blades of my lawnmower slice through this grass, I'll be reminded that even in the most ordinary tasks, there's room for a little horror and a lot of imagination. So here's to the merging of two worlds, the tranquil art of lawn care and the spine-tingling thrill of horror movies and Halloween. What a combination, right? And here's the final product. And of course, Old Jolly Rotten, our resident scarecrow for the month of September and October, stands watch over this perfectly pristine Florida front yard.